All right. Good morning, everyone, or good night. Good night, good morning, wherever you are. Tim, how you doing, brother? Why aren't you going to bed? Just kidding. Just kidding, fam. Just kidding. Olga, good morning. CJ, DV, winning wave 20. How you doing? All right, guys. So the market did absolutely jack. Nothing. Zero. Nada. But I can confirm that we did, in fact, break the uptrend. So it looks like possibly New York is going to be a very red day on a Friday. So we did break the uptrend, guys. Yeah, CJDV, I changed it. We broke the uptrend here. But all Bitcoin has really been doing is just going sideways, not doing anything. Which means potentially a lot of people are going to think we're still bullish, but we haven't broken the downtrend. So we got resistance right here. We got resistance right here and right here. You're kind of ranging in this area. You could possibly pump to the top here around 96.4. Very, very possible. But for the most part, you can see Bitcoin is staying below the 200 SMA on the 15-minute, which essentially is bearish. Now, Tokyo did nothing. Okay, Tokyo opened and Tokyo's like, I'm not playing today. Okay, we're just buying. We're not doing anything. We're not even buying. We're not even selling. We're just going to come and watch. And that is pretty much what Tokyo did. Zero zip nada. So London is either going to distribute to the upside or to the downside. Michael, good morning or good evening. Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope everyone is having a good trading day. So at the moment, guys, when you do break a trend, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, you're going to go down. There is a 10% chance we fake out and we go to the upside just because everybody knows how trends work. So I've got a 20x short right here. And my stop loss is pretty much my stop loss is 96,700 because I know it could still go to 96,400. And essentially we're just ranging, right? So London is about to open, guys. I'm not too sure what London is going to do. But here's stocks for everybody because you guys know this is my golden goose trade. Okay. We hit the top of the downtrend here. We already broke a long time ago on this one. But you can see we're oversold. We're almost overbought on the 1 hour. The 15 minutes, very, very overbought on Bitcoin, on stocks. What do you think London's going to do? I am going to bet any money London's going to dump the market or manipulate the market. But it does look to me that we are going to distribute it does look like to me, guys, that we are going to distribute down. So essentially what you guys could do on stocks is if you're not in a short, you could short it here and should be able to ride it back down to 32. And that is what I'm going for. We have a little pickup here on the 4 hour off of our 786, 886. White, how you doing? Loza, how you doing? But it looks like everything is about to roll over into the London session, right? A little bit of a range, a little bit of a range, a little bit of range, and then a come down here. So London, get your shorts ready, guys. I believe this is going to be a red London session. I could be very wrong, but that 15 minutes overbought. That 1 hour is almost overbought in a massive downtrend here. And we are definitely targeting that 94 to ultimately 91K. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Are you any trades? What are you guys trading? Let me know what y'all are trading. Is anybody in any shorts at the moment? Anybody in any longs? I would hope nobody's in longs if it follows Bitcoin, but anything could happen for sure. Can you take a look at Jupiter, please? Absolutely, I could take a look at Jupiter for sure, for sure. All right, so Jupiter. No trade at the moment. Near and SNX views. Okay, synthetics, no problem. So my only trades at the moment is a 20x short on Bitcoin and a short on stacks. And I am riding them to the ground. So if we look at Jupiter here, Jupiter is in a little fake out area at the moment. So you can see that Jupiter hit the bottom of the channel once, twice, moved up, pumped a bit, dropped a bit. So Jupiter is in a little bit of an uptrend. Inverse head and shoulder. You are still in a downtrend though. You can see we're in a downtrend right here on Jupiter, but we may play out this inverse head and shoulder to the top at around 27, possibly. You're already oversold here, but you're overbought. I don't know. This is a bit of a wild card because I would think it's going to follow Bitcoin, but you are on a little bit of an uptrend and you haven't hit the top of the channel yet on Jupiter. So I would say Jupiter is probably going to go sideways until it hits the side of the channel, breaks out or breaks down. You do have some bearish dive on Jupiter, but you are above that conversion line. So if anything, I see Jupiter ranging. Okay, guys, get your shorts ready. Get your shorts ready. We are about to come in hot into the London session. One hour is very, very overbought. Almost downtrend is playing out. Stacks is about to melt faces to the ground. So again, guys, if you're just tuning into the live, when we break an uptrend on a major asset that has been on an uptrend since 90K, it is virtually almost impossible to go back to the uptrend. So we can see, you know what, let's look at our liquidity gaps here, right? XRP doing nothing. Watch XRP. Once XRP breaks that, XRP is going to dump. But here, we could pretty much see Bitcoin is above that conversion line. We have an equilibrium here. So we definitely come down to that 93.7 to 94. But pretty much after we break this equilibrium, Bitcoin should drop like butter. Is there anything going on today on Friday, guys, that I'm unaware of? FOMC, CPI, options closing. Options normally at the end of the month. Near or SNX? Okay. So SNX is one of my favorite trades for when it broke out. I imagine SNX is dropping a bit here. Yeah, so synthetics is going to be a dynamite trade once we break out here. And obviously the market needs to be bullish, but guys, look at SNX. So Linda, how you doing? Good morning. Thank you for popping on the live. Anything's possible, right? SNX is kind of doing the same thing Jupiter is doing, guys. So we hit the top. We're kind of ranging here. We're looking at a bit of a fake out. I would say we range and then come back here. It is really tough for me to trade in this area because there's not much volume, if any, not much movement, if any. But for you guys that want to make massive profit, SNX could take $1,000 to 20 grand. So essentially what you guys are looking for is right here above that 57 mark. And then you're looking at a 300% run. You have a huge bullish cross on synthetics. You're just really waiting for it to break out. Like this is a dynamite setup because you've got like the Big Dipper, you've got that cup, and then you've pretty much got a rounded bottom. So, but at the moment, I would say synthetics is just ranging. So I'm going to set a couple alerts right here just to see what is happening. But once we break out, guys, synthetics is ready to rock and roll. Hit that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Double tap it. Let's run it up. London. Is London Bridge going to come falling down or what? One more thing, guys, too, is the dead giveaway, BCH. Okay. Dead giveaway here is the 4-hour MACD is crossed. Remember what I said about that 4-hour MACD. If that 4-hour MACD is going down, you typically want a short. If it is going up, you typically want a long. Right now, it is not going up. Therefore, we are the 18 hours dropping here too. So it looks like Friday is going to be a red day in the market. I'm not sure what Friday is going to bring, but for me, I would say New York is probably going to manipulate back up to this trend if we start dropping into London and then drop all the way back down to here. All right, Bitcoin Cash. Playing AVAX. So are you longing it or are you shorting it? BCH, hey? So if we look at Bitcoin Cash, I would be very, very careful longing Rodney. I'm not trying to say that because whatever, I see a really, really big drop coming. Unless that coin is actually going against Bitcoin, I would be very, very careful, okay? Set your stop losses and profit. I'm not saying don't long, guys, but we are in a down. We are officially broken the uptrend. So I'm not sure what AVAX is doing. I'll have to look at it. Just be careful longing, guys, right? The time to long was a couple days ago. The time to short is, and then vice versa. At 91K, the time to long will be 91K, roughly. Unless it breaks that, then we've got another problem. But let's just focus on 91K and everybody should be happy. So BCH is in a bit of a downtrend here. Well, we're bouncing off of the uptrend on Bitcoin Cash. We've got some bullish dive. Essentially, we're ranging. We could come back down up to the top here around 621. 1 hour is almost overbought, so it looks like Bitcoin Cash is about to roll over. 18 hours oversold, but daily and 18 hour is almost into the zero line here. So the 18 hours is very, very bearish on Bitcoin Cash. So if we break this uptrend, that would be actually a really, really good short. I can see it coming down all the way back down to about 454. Something is brewing, guys, and the question is what? Stacks is starting to come back down. So who's still in these stacks short, guys, and who is riding it all the way back down? Who is in stacks? Who is in Aave? London Bridge should be taking stacks down here in a bit, with that being completely overbought. And I'm looking at that target, 32 or maybe even a lot lower. Okay, AVAX. Avalanche. All right, Bitcoin's about to cause an avalanche of some sort. White still in the stack short. There we go. Let's go, guys. Let's make money on stacks. Remember, guys, when I talk about a trade over and over again, it's because I see a big move coming, i.e. Chili's, i.e. Aave. So it isn't a bad long on AVAX here because you're at the bottom of the channel, but you can see that this double top is going to play out. Honestly, I'd be looking for a short all day. You've got a perfect double top on Avalanche here. This double top is probably going to take us to 1135, which is weird because AVAX broke out. If this is or did it break out? Hold on. Look, there's the fours again. Come on, don't be a fake out. Okay, no. Yeah, it broke out. So AVAX is probably going to come all the way back down to $10.80 to $11. It still broke out. You're probably going to form some type of bullish divergence of some sort. Kind of weird one here, but definitely a double bottom. And you guys can see Avalanche is definitely coming down and dropping. 18 hours dropping, bearish dive. Daily is about to cross. That's looking really, really rough for AVAX. That 3 days. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that chart for AVAX. I need to look at total 3. I don't see this pump being a fake out. We broke out of a macro trend. I just don't see it being a fake out. But if Avalanche is going to go lower than the actual trend break, then what the heck is total 3 going to do? Can you look at near? Yes. In a moment I will, yeah. So total 3 is doing nothing. Total 3 is doing jack, not a zip, 0. This market. Look at the 3-day. The 3-day is so overbought. This is a wild card I have in the market at the moment, guys, because this 3-day is very, very overbought. And I know we broke out of the macro. That's the double top on total 3 too. I don't like what I'm seeing on altcoins right now, but we'll have to reevaluate. As of right now, we haven't broken the trend to the downside. So a lot of altcoins are probably going to be ranging, your main ones. Celinda, BTC, Dom, and then near. BTC.D, what is going on in the market? You're flipping your bull market support band. Okay, so this is weird. Okay, so riddle me this for a moment. Let's say because Bitcoin DOM broke out, we already know Bitcoin, I actually didn't pay attention to that. Bitcoin dominance did break out of that downtrend. So riddle me this for a moment. Let's say this is the bottom. Let's say we broke out, which we did. I don't know. This market is weird because Total 3 is doing nothing. Bitcoin DOM broke out. Bitcoin broke out, would essentially tell me money's flowing into Bitcoin, and we've been seeing that happen. Okay, how about USDT.D? So Tether DOM has bullish dive. Guys, the reason I'm scratching my head here is because we broke out of the macro. Look at this, 444, 444. We broke out of the macro trend. But we're overbought on the 3-day. Total 3 is looking like it's about to break the uptrend. AVAX is looking like it's about to come down. And Bitcoin is not looking good either. So I would be very, very cautious. I'm 50-50 in this market. I will tell you, short is the play right now. But I don't know if we hold 91K. I really don't. 91K is obviously going to be the top in the shorter term. Or the bottom. That bearish divergence is just not looking good. Looks bad for Tether. It does look bad, but there is also bullish divergence, right? So something is about to happen. I told you guys this a couple of days ago. Bitcoin skyrocketed. Well, I'm about to tell you something is about to happen again. Okay, let's take a jab at Near Protocol. So Near is bouncing off of our conversion line right here. Hit that like button, guys. Double tap, triple tap that like button for the London session, okay? So we know Near is going to be a fake out, which means you might be able to get a short on Near at the top here. I would be shorting Near at around 177. In that area. I can see Near dropping all the way back down here. You are oversold, but again, your MACD is pointing right down almost into the zero line. And guys, essentially what the zero line is the death line for altcoins. So you break it, your bullish line is above, your death line, your zero line is at the bottom. You break it, you're going to be bearish. We might see a short-term pump. So again, it's very, very possible. First punch in the face that, man, I like your name a lot. It is very possible, like I said, guys, that we play out this channel. So we broke the uptrend, double bottom here, resistance right here. So it's possible we come back up to about 96.4 and then drop. Because even if we hit 96.4, we still are not going back into the channel, okay? Or we just drop right away, but it is possible with that 5-minute oversold that we hit 96.4. I don't see us breaking 96.4 at all. We'll see. We got 11 minutes left on this 4-hour candle. Love your stream. Good to see you well up and running. Yeah, I am alive and breathing. So guys, today is the second day of feeling 30, and I'm telling you right now, I feel weird. I feel like I've had more clarity in life than I've ever had. If anybody's turned 30, please tell me you can relate with me. I feel like my 20s were just doing things for the sake of doing things, and I wish I could repeat it all over again, not for doing things for the sake of doing things. Now I feel like 30, there's actually a why built in everything. I might just be talking out of nothing, but 30 feels very, very weird. 30 feels like a purpose, essentially. Kingdom come. Thank you. Appreciate you. I don't know. Maybe you guys experienced it, maybe not, but I feel a lot of clarity, which I haven't really felt in the last 10 years, honestly, which is really weird. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. All right, what are we thinking? Are we thinking pump or are we thinking dump? Let's see what you guys are thinking. And pump to what target if we're looking at a pump? Are we thinking 96.4 and then dump? I'm 44. I wish I was 30. 44 and 444. 444 is my numbers. $30 is going to be the best year because GTA 6 is being released, and then I'm going to have no life. So if anybody wants to join my GTA 6 come up when it is released, let me know. All right, so essentially, guys, we're just really waiting for Bitcoin to figure out direction. Keep on tapping, double tap, smashing that like button, family. XRP, hey? All day, range, all day. But I'm telling you guys, XRP is going to roll over. Look at the 1 hour. XRP is going to roll over. So you can kind of see you need to be non-financial advice, guys, but dial up on a trade on XRP. Pump a little so I can add more shorts. Yeah, so it looks like 96.4 is very, very possible. Anyone have the market maker's phone number? There we go, right? So range, 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 head to the top, and then drop. XRP is going to be such a dynamite short because, look, it has done nothing. And it is already going to be overbought on the 1 hour time frame. CJDV, you know it, man. You know it. Let's go, guys. Hit that like button. We're starting to get the live trending. London session is opening in 8 minutes. If you guys want a risk-free trade, take XRP. All you got to do is wait for the back test right here, and then she's going to drop all the way down to here. I have a relationship with money, and money is about to show its face. Bogendorf is the market maker. Have you guys seen the Wojak videos? I want to look at Pepe. Shout out to all the new people on the live. If you're on the live and you're new, welcome to the fam. I greatly appreciate you guys. Okay, what the heck is Pepe doing here? So it broke the uptrend. Blur is ranging. So I think Blur broke out. A lot of altcoins broke out. I don't know if they're holding their breakouts. We got to look at a couple. But guys, look at Pepe. I would normally say this is very, very bullish. You have a double bottom. You're kind of bouncing off the conversion line. I don't see it playing out though, but we'll see. So yeah, it looks like Pepe, depending on what Bitcoin's going to do here, if we break this area, guys, here on Pepe, you got a 30% drop. Now, keep in mind, just like Stacks, Pepe broke. You know what? A lot of coins, guys, are dropping down to their conversion lines. Stacks is the only coin that hasn't yet. Do you guys notice this? Every coin we've looked at has dropped down to the conversion line. Every coin. I mean every coin. XRP, IP, near, every single coin. But if you look at Stacks, it has not. It is probably the only project that hasn't. And where is the conversion line? The conversion line is 31. So based on what I'm seeing here, STX can come all the way back down to 30 to 30, not 0.39 or 31. Now we've got this little pump rolling, so I think we're going to hit that 96.4 like we were talking about. Man, this market is too much of clockwork. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe not. As long as we are below this trend, that downtrend is going to continue, right? And then you've got boom, 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 and something like that. Essentially, we know that New York's probably going to drop the market. Hit that like button, guys. Double tap it, drop kick it. If you guys are not in beastlimitless.com, guys, join it. We are crushing it. Everybody's crushing the trade setups. So my top 3 trades, guys, in the market is going to be XRP, Stacks, Bitcoin, and Near Protocol, because once Near breaks that conversion line, done, done, done. Okay, how about Aave? The like button is the only thing y'all should be tapping tonight. I'm kidding. Someone's wife is going to hear that. Turn off that live. Turn off that live. Pay attention to me. I'm actually very curious how some of you guys juggle these lives with being married, because I'm pretty sure most people are married. It must be very hard, so I appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'm doing good on these lives. I'm trying to find you guys good, profitable setups. So Aave is bouncing off of the trend again. Why are you watching some random guy with tattoos on the internet? What do you get a life? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All you got to do is show your wife a cruise, or take her on a honeymoon trip. Here's all the money I made from live trading with B Slimless. Okay, guys, no, watch Aave, seriously, because Aave is going to be another one. When this dumps, it will dump very hard. Yeah, so Aave is bouncing off of right here. Make sure you guys set your alert. Oh, you guys are killing me. Make sure you guys set your alert on Aave here, guys, because if we end up breaking out of, or breaking down, we're going to drop all the way back down to 142. Okay, Bitcoin has a head and shoulders on the 1 hour time frame too, hey? Bitcoin has a bit of a head and shoulders here. Let's check out Night. Night USDT. Night is looking like a really good short if we're back testing the conversion line here. So if you're looking at Night, guys, we're looking like this is going to drop a lot. Now we're oversold, but Night is already overbought in the 1 hour time frame. We already broke the trend right here. So potentially this would be a good short on Night. This would be a really good short on Night. And then Night should come down to here at about 0.5. Now, if Night broke 0.71, that would be my stop loss. But Night is a darn good short. One hour is very, very overbought on Night. And I could just see this dumping all the way back down to the bottom. If it goes back inside of the channel, though, it will fake out. Is that 4 hour MACD dropping? The 4 hour MACD is kind of just ranging. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because we are overbought. Yeah, that's still a good short. That is a good short. What am I talking about? You already got the back tests right here. London just opened. Wayne Rossi, how you doing? Hey, can you please advise a possible Solana entry? Are you looking for a long or a short? So again, guys, we closed the 4 hour. MACD dropping. So whatever volume we have right now into London, it is going to be fake volume until probably the next couple of hours. Usually we get real direction in London around 4 a.m. CST. But I would say we're still going to drop. Okay, if I'm looking for a Solana entry, I don't recommend a long. So I'm going to look for a short for you guys. Scratch that. Maybe I recommend a long. We'll see. Okay, so typically, this would be my long. But I wouldn't be longing Solana. I'm going to tell you why. Because the 4-hour MACD is dropping. You've got that bearish dive. If you did want to scalp trade, though, because I know some people like scalp longing, the long would be, I'd be looking for a short. But really, well, this would be the long would be outside of the breakout right here. Although, I don't know. I'm not confident in Solana bouncing right here. Of course, anything could happen. We're already overbought that 1-hour time frame. Because I know the market is in a downtrend now, I really recommend looking for shorts. But if you are looking for a long, I recommend waiting for that 1 hour to be oversold. Solana is not looking bad. It is oversold on the 4-hour, but your macro timeframes are showing like this is about to roll over. And I do believe in the next couple minutes here into London. So if I'm looking for a short, I'm not shorting until we break this uptrend. So pretty much at about $1.41 breaking, I'm looking at a short. I would say even a short right here is probably okay. Or you just wait for that 1 hour to break, because if that 1 hour breaks, we know we're coming all the way back down here. We have a huge death cross on Solana forming, right? Huge death cross, guys. So it looks like it is going to be a very red day into New York. Let's see what Stacks is doing again here. So again, if you're looking for a Solana short outside the break of the trend, you typically don't want to short when you're in an uptrend. It doesn't matter how bearish I think the market is. You don't want to short when you're in an uptrend. However, if you look at Sol, you've got, I was pretty sure you had a double top, or was that AVAX we're looking at? Solana's still in the downtrend, guys, to keep in mind too. So we never actually broke out on Solana. So I'd be shorting all day. It'd be very tough for me to long Solana with this downtrend. Would love to know your thoughts on Blur. Let me look at stacks quickly on this 4 hour, make sure everything's kosher. I don't trust anything. You know, things could be looking major bearish to me or bullish. Oh yeah, stacks is about to roll over. New York is about to do something. London is actually, no, London's probably going to distribute to the downside here, because we can see the 1 hour overbought in this downtrend. So I can see stacks probably coming down to maybe 33 to 34 into London and then pushing down more into New York. Yeah, market's about to dump. Market is about to dump. Okay, so Blur. So again, guys, we're following AMD accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Tokyo accumulated. London's probably going to distribute to the downside, and New York is most likely going to manipulate. Pump and then dump. Or that's how I do it up in my head. Blur. Okay, so we had a massive pump on Blur, hey? Now, I really liked Blur. I think I was talking about Blur to you guys if it broke out. It did not break out. Darn it, Blur didn't break out. Sorry, guys. I thought it broke out. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. So Blur is probably going to drop. Couple coins did break out, though, for sure. Blur did not. We were watching Blur. I set an alert on Blur. So it looks like Blur to me is probably going to come back down to about 2.9, but I would probably be looking for a long on Blur because it is in a double bottom. Typically, I like till the trend breaks out, right? You know what I want to look at, guys? Fartcoin, because I want to catch this long when we retrace. If we're still inside of the channel, if we're not, that is a problem. Sorry, Kingdom Come. All across the line, we are bearish at the moment. But Blur is in a massive rounded bottom, double bottom, so it can pump and break out to about 5 to 7 cents. Okay, guys, so Fartcoin. The gift that keeps on giving. Fartcoin is one of the only coins that broke out in crypto. I'm talking true breakout. So Fartcoin hit the, okay. So Fartcoin is a bit interesting here because we hit the side of the channel once, twice, 3 times. This is going to push up to about 61 cents, okay? This is going to be a really good long. If Bitcoin drops, guys, I would expect this to come down to here, but we have already hit the bottom 3 times. So all we're really waiting for is the breakout right here. And once Fartcoin breaks out of 42, we pump all the way up to 62, potentially. So make sure you guys are watching Fartcoin, guys, because this one's going to rip. No pun intended. That was not... Honestly, if I'm looking for a really bullish trade in crypto, I would say Fartcoin's probably my top. This is probably going to come back up all the way to about $3. If it breaks down inside the channel, we got other issues, but look at the 18-hour. 18-hour is oversold. London is doing nothing within the first hour here. Like I said, guys, I don't really think anything is going to happen into London until the second hour, or maybe yeah, so we are moving up on the 1 hour a bit here, which means that Bitcoin probably could range to that side of the downtrend channel, which would essentially be our 96.4 or around 96. If it does, we've got resistance right here. So we might actually be coming up to the RSI, possibly. Possibly we kind of range and hit the top and then drop into New York. Potential short on ARKM, ARKM. ARKM. I remember ARKM. Yeah, so based on what I'm seeing right now, guys, I probably wouldn't. Okay, so ARKM's still on an uptrend here, so I wouldn't be shorting this. Yet, I would be waiting for the break of trend. because it is bouncing off. Looks like Arkham could be getting pretty bullish here, actually. Stop loss on Solana short. So I'd keep an eye on this right here, but you are oversold in your 4 hour. And you are still in an uptrend on Arkham. So keep that in mind. Arkham's actually looking bullish to me at the moment. If anything, I'd be longing Arkham right here and just getting out if it breaks the uptrend. That is really it. I don't know. That 4 hour MACD is dropping. I wouldn't long anything. But typically that is where you would long. Solana, you're in a short case. So again, Solana is holding the uptrend. So it's difficult for me to say short at the moment. Like we're hitting the top of this channel right here in Sol. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this Solana short because like I said, we are in an uptrend. Do I think Solana's going to drop? Yes, potentially. But again, I would just, I guess at the same place where it was before, I would wait to short Solana until after it breaks trend. Even though we're bearish on Bitcoin in the shorter term here, altcoins are doing their thing. Here's the thing, guys. Total 3 has not broken the uptrend, but Total 3 has not done anything either. So if I'm looking at Total 3, I am essentially looking at this ranging. Some altcoins, your main large caps, are not going to take a drop until Bitcoin does or until Total 3 breaks. We are very, very flat on Total 3. And again, it looks like New York is probably going to dump it because you can see we're overbought right here. We do need to come back down to the bottom here on Total 3, which is about 860 for us to continue that uptrend. London is doing nothing. So basically what I see after 15 minutes of the London close here, guys, is pretty simple. There's a possibility we just hit the side of this downtrend channel, whatever it is, go sideways, London, accumulate, and then drop, whatever that is. Or we pump to the top here at around 96.2 to 96.4 area, or we just start dropping. But as of right now, it looks like you're just going to range sideways until you hit the side of that downtrend. And then it looks like New York is going to take us all the way down on a Friday. Malo, thank you for your comment. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button, guys. If you are new to the live, we almost have 400 fam members. And I haven't forgot about the giveaway, guys, either, but I'm having problems with my withdrawal on my exchange. So as soon as everything is figured out there, I will be giving away $100 for you guys. So if we look at Bitcoin, guys, why isn't my bearish pennant showing up? There we go. So essentially what you can see right here, GP, how we doing? Essentially what we can see right here, guys, is bearish pennant off the break of trend. And that will take us to 93 and ultimately 91. Which is pretty much what I said. We're just going to range in that pennant sideways. I thought there was a possibility we pump up to that top there at 96.2, but we are in that bearish pennant. Ethereum. Okay, so if we're looking at ETH, if we are looking at ETH, guys, we have there we go, little uptrend channel there. So we have a little bit of an uptrend channel on ETH. Yeah, GP, we all appreciate you in the app. You're crushing it with the trade calls, the charts, all of it. So Ethereum did the same thing. Ethereum broke the trend, I think. Hold on, maybe it didn't. Nope, Ethereum never broke the trend. So ETH is the only one that didn't break the trend. Bitcoin broke the trend, Ethereum did not. Ultimately, we know that the channel right here on ETH pretty much should take us down to about 3,100. But Ethereum never broke the uptrend. Now, we are completely overbought. And you've got resistance right here on ETH. So it's a possibility we pump up to 3,346 or whatever that is. And then continue down. But it all depends on what Bitcoin's doing, right? So it looks like London could take us up to that resistance, guys, based on what we're seeing here. Honestly, I would love for London to just pump all the way up to the top here and then drop. But we've got a bit more ways to go up on that 1 hour to the top of that RSI on Bitcoin, right? All right, guys, hit that like button, smash that like button if you have not. Thank you, everybody, for joining the live tonight. London is open and London is accumulating. Kind of pumping, dropping, kind of pumping, dropping. Not too much to it. ETH is looking pretty bullish right now. Obviously, we hit the top of the channel, so I don't really see ETH going anywhere. Maybe just ranging like Bitcoin is doing. I'm curious the time where you guys are in. What time zone are you guys in? What time is it where a lot of y'all are tuning in from? Four and 6 week cross. So how it plays out, though, it's been twisting back and forth for a month. All right, let's see. Let's go to CoinGecko. Look at a couple ones here that interests me, if any. Oh, Pump Fund actually broke out, guys. So this is another one like Fartcoin. Just Josh and yeah, 226 Overtaker. Appreciate you. 920, 920. You're up 420 in the afternoon. That's crazy. You guys are wild, wild, wild. 122. That bearish pennant is really playing out on Bitcoin, eh? So we did break the uptrend. Well, we broke the downtrend on pump fund, guys, but we're in this now range. So how you're going to play this, honestly, I'd keep an eye on pump fund, guys. We might have a massive pump on pump fund. Fartcoin is bullish. Pump fund is bullish. Yeah, this can take off. That 4 hours very, very, very oversold on pump fund. So we may get a massive pump coming up on pump. Broke out, broke out. Yeah, this thing is going to rip. Essentially, what I'm waiting for is I'm just waiting for the breakout of the uptrend here, because when you break an uptrend, that's when you become bullish. Well, you already broke the downtrend, but now we've just been ranging here. I don't like the MACD. However, it doesn't, well, actually, the MACD is not really that bad. We're just dropping above the zero line. So pump.lame, is that a coin, or are you just saying that for this one? Hit that like button, guys. Triple tap it. Let's get this live trending. Pump fund is the play. If you're looking for a long, pump fund is the play. Pump fund and Fartcoin. Yeah. Man, this dog is killing me. What else is trending here? We've got Rain. I don't really want to look at Rain. Rain's just... Dash is 95 bucks. How has my alert not went up on Dash? I was trying to get the retrace. That's what I mean. Don't short an uptrend. Guys, Dash is about to rip. So if you caught Dash at the bottom, you're kosher. You're absolutely kosher. But here's the resistance on Dash. Yeah, Dash is about to fly, guys. You're looking at 94 to 92 is a long entry. And a stop loss below... at like 82. So I would be using very low leverage. But it looks like Dash is about to absolutely take off. Monero, XMR, yep, I agree. XMR is looking very, very good. Dash is about to rip. So you're going to see the top on Dash here. About 238, guys. 238 on Dash. Bouncing off this fair value gap. This thing is crazy bullish. There was your long right here at 76. Man, is Dash ever bullish. 230 pump coming on Dash. If you guys could figure out a long on this, low leverage, because you... Yeah, this is crazy. This thing's gonna... XMR. I don't know. I like XMR, guys, but it's just pumped a lot for me to... Okay, let's look at XMR. I know it broke out already, right? So again, I'm looking for XMR to backtest the breakout before I get into a trade on it on the daily. But basically, we've got the channel right here. I do agree XMR is going to be crazy bullish. Like we were telling to buy everybody buy XMR when it was around $100, right? People are like, it's a rug, it's a rug. Well, that rug that you didn't. So XMR should come back down to about 560. If we backtest 560, guys, I will absolutely be longing this because I'm waiting for the backtest on the daily. And then you're looking at XMR pumping to over $1,000 at that point. So we're actually going to set an alert right here on XMR. I know it's got some fair value gaps, but you're probably going to break it just to backtest there. Dash is the real play right now. Dash and Pump Fund are the real plays. For longs, that is. Possibly Farcoin. See, some coins are bullish in the market. You just got to find them. Just got to find the coins that are bullish in the market. Yeah, so Bitcoin's just doing what I said it would pretty much do, guys. Nothing. The drop is going to be in New York. You're not going to see the drop in London. You might see a little bit of a drop after it hits the top here or hits the side of the channel. I do agree some other dimension, XMR is going to be over $1,500 and a lot higher than that. I definitely agree. Do we have a CME gap anywhere below here? So we have a CME gap here at 94. Yeah, so Bitcoin's going to hit our 96.2 target at the top of that resistance, it looks like, based on this pump here. I don't really see any CME gaps on Bitcoin. There's one on the SPX. What about the NASDAQ? What is the NASDAQ doing? Overtaker, what about Zano? NASDAQ is continuing to push up. Or it was pushing up. Now the NASDAQ has a triple top. Yeah, let's try to keep the language clean just for the algorithm, please. Let's keep the language clean for the algorithm. I appreciate your opinions and comments, but strict rules here on the streaming platform. Trust me, I would know. You've got a triple top here. Yeah, honestly, guys, I see the NASDAQ rolling over to 23,000. I see the NASDAQ rolling over to 23,000, but We're about to flip. Look how bullish we've been on the bull market support band on the NASDAQ, guys. Something is coming in this market. I'm telling y'all right now. Here's the bull market support band since 20K. May 2025. We are about to flip the bull market support band on the NASDAQ. It has been over a year. Now keep in mind, guys, the NASDAQ is in a huge rounded top right now. Huge rounded top. Yeah, there's definitely a crash coming on the NASDAQ for sure. When, I'm not sure, but very, very shortly, I would say. I wonder what's about to happen this year. ICP. Okay, let's take a jab here at ICP. I know we were dropping a bit. What do you guys think is going to happen? A major stock market crash? Where would that put Bitcoin is the question. Okay, so internet computer. Isn't there a CME gap at 88K? Not sure. So here's the channel on I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at the channel on ICP. Okay, so we are breaking. We did hit the top. We're about to drop. We're kind of ranging here. It looks like ICP is probably going to come back down to about 332 before continuing bullish again. I can't remember if we broke out of the downtrend. Let's see. Yeah, so we did break out of the downtrend long time ago in ICP. So we're playing this little uptrend here. Usually what is going to happen is we're going to hit the top, then we're going to hit the bottom. I would be looking for a long. I wouldn't be shorting this. I would be looking for a long in ICP right here at about 330, but I wouldn't be shorting. ICP definitely broke out. ICP definitely broke out, guys. So ICP could potentially pump all the way back down up to about $10. Some other dimension, what you just said, I am in with you 100%. When I trade, I don't pay attention to the news. You know, my win rate, guys, is 90% on a month. I would even say 95%, but let's just say 90%. I don't pay attention. When I trade, I don't look at anything. I don't look at CPI. I don't look at FOMC. I don't look at war. I don't look at anything. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because your emotions messes with you. A lot of people think you're watching for something to happen. I'm just going to leave it at that. I've been trading for a very long time, and I'm telling you guys, news does not impact crypto. However, FOMC is a bit different when Powell talks. And the reason being is because that's actually a live broadcast. But just like some other dimension said, the news does not matter. Or it is there to manipulate. And I kind of just am going to cut it there. I could go on forever about this. The news does not affect your trading. People like to think it does, but it doesn't. I've done this for a very, very long time. And on very, very rare occasion, you're able to see manipulate. We already know New York's manipulating. So if we're in a New York session, we already know based on the news, right? News is already programmed in the chart. GP, there you go. There you go. Okay. So again, guys, if you think you're watching the news or you're watching alerts or you're watching CPI or, oh my gosh, you know, the CPI came in this or that we're bullish, bearish, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If you're following a trend, if you're following an uptrend, you're following your fair value gaps. Now, stocks, that is a bit different because you want to know about the business going under. But crypto, doesn't matter. There's too many variables at place in crypto to be overrun by a larger seniority or hierarchy. But that is my little feedback on the news. And I know some people might not agree with it, guys, but you just got to look outside of the box. So when people come on the live and they say this and that, I'm like, okay, I'll take it to an effect, but it doesn't change the way I trade. I'll give you guys an example. The Bank of Japan, right? What happened during the Bank of Japan? Everybody said short, short, short. What did I do? I longed. And 80% of people on the live stream said, why are you longing? Are you crazy? The Bank of Japan, yada, yada, yada. Okay. I can't remember. Are you crazy? No, I'm going to long it. Yeah, but this is this and that. It didn't matter, right? My chart is showing my chart and we had a massive pump. Now, I'm not saying, guys, ignore the news or ignore major trading, whatever, but think of it like this, okay? I'm going to give, wow, look at Litecoin. That is not looking good on Litecoin. I'm going to put it this way for you guys. There's a turtle, okay? And the turtle doesn't have a shell, okay? And naturally, turtles have shells. So if you're looking at a turtle and it doesn't have a shell, you know what I mean? Like, essentially, people are showing one direction, guys, and there's another direction. There's something else. A turtle's always going to have a shell unless they vacated their shell. That just is how it is. And I'm saying it this way so you guys could think about it later. You know, maybe I should go on Rumble sometime and do some live streams. Because I have a lot to say, but I can't say too much right now. Okay, Litecoin or TikTok or whatever. Yeah, so Litecoin is hitting the downtrend here, which means that potentially Litecoin could come all the way back down to 56. Litecoin's not looking good at all. You think it could go to 120? Well, it needs to break out of the downtrend, right? Like, look at Litecoin on the weekly. Litecoin on the weekly is dumping. We're in a massive bearish pennant here on Litecoin too. Not that that will play out. But to be honest, the way I'm seeing Litecoin here, it looks like we could come back down to about 56. So many mixed signals right now. I would be very, very careful shorting Litecoin. I mean, longing Litecoin. because that 18-hour MACD is just dumping. Yeah, there's a big move coming in the market, guys. A big move. I'm looking at some of these coins, and the way I'm seeing it is it looks like toll 3 is about to break. If I'm seeing a lot of these coins, how I'm seeing it right now, it looks like we're rejecting the dailies, and it looks like toll 3 is about to break that uptrend. It might not. Can you look at DOT? Remember, guys, XRP is one of the top trades. Okay, let's see what polka dot is doing. So DOT is about to break out. It looks like DOT is about to break out. You hit the top of the downtrend right here. But DOT's dropping on the daily. 3 days looking okay on DOT. Bouncing off that fair value gap. I definitely wouldn't be shorting DOT even though we're in the downtrend still. But I don't know. Man, that bearish divergence, guys, it just isn't good. The bearish divergence on the 18-hour is not good. Not good at all. Bearish dive on the 18, bearish dive on the daily. Why would we have bearish divergence on a breakout on Bitcoin? That is my thing. Okay, we are in an uptrend here on DOT. So again, I wouldn't be shorting this yet. But I would set an alert right here on Polkadot. Yeah, I'd be cautious on DOT. DOT is about to break out. However, that bearish divergence is not looking pretty. So I'd set an alert here on DOT. And to be honest, see what happens. Either wait for the short. Pump is breaking. Pump is breaking. About to break. Pump fund is about to break. Big money rolling in on pump fund. Yeah, this is going to fly. As long as you break this uptrend, guys, pump fund is going to take off and fly. You're looking at a huge can you do futures on pump fund? Let's see. Yeah, you can do futures on pump fund. Dot and Atom have been so lame this cycle. Yeah. There you guys go. So watch pump fund. It is about to break out. If it breaks out of this right here, you're having a massive explosion of a pump. And it looks like Bitcoin's going to drop. So that's all I got for you guys on the live today. Some altcoins are going against Bitcoin. Some are not. Pump fund is one of them. Dash is one of them. Fartcoin is about to be one of them. And I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. I'll be on the New York session around 9 a.m. CST. Hope you guys are going to get real money here. Set your stop loss and profit, all that jazz. I'm in a 20x Bitcoin short. I'm in a stacks short. And I will be entering a pump fund trade as well once we break out. And for everybody in stacks, we are about to roll over. So it looks like the coins that pumped are dumping. The coins that broke out and ranged are pumping. That's what is about to happen. Okay, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm off for tonight. We'll see you guys during the New York session, 9 a.m.